So earlier this evening, I was yet again, quote-unquote, mean to my mother. And I'm really caring less and less, because the things that I'm, quote-unquote, mean over, a lot of times are not trivial things. It all goes back. See, it all triggers me. Even smaller things trigger me, when I start talking about the bigger things. And the bigger things are, until my mother, and it's never going to happen, okay, until she finally chooses me, her own daughter, over her half-sister, my Aunt Marian, then my mother is never, she and I are never going to be as close as she would like us to be. Okay, that's the bottom line here. My mother can't have her cake and eat it too. I think I may have finally gotten her to see that today. Just a little while ago, just half hour, whatever ago. I do a lot of nice things for my mother, okay? I do a lot of nice things. Her life is so much more stimulating and exciting since I've been here. I've told her, I can't stay here. Even in, say, Tabitha, my shelter friend, it's not her name, but, even Tabitha sees it. She's like, my shelter friend sees it. She's like, you need your space. You gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of there. I have repeatedly told my mother, yeah, I'm living here. We're living here together. And you're here all the time, okay? And I've told her, when I'm on the computer, don't start chatting with me. I need my time. I need my space. I said, if it's not important, don't just start talking to me about trivial things. You think in one ear and out the other. She does it all the time. And I have to, and then I get more upset, and then until I finally lose it, I've also told her if I'm watching TV that I can't rewind. If we're watching a DVD, then, and she starts chatting or whatever, I'll rewind it, And one time she said, well, you have to hear every little thing. Yeah, I do. I'm getting these movies. You wouldn't have had them. You wouldn't have had them. Your life is so much more exciting and stimulating with me here, okay? She wouldn't have had the movies. I put her in her place, I put her in her place. And I've told her more than once, my intellect is far superior to hers. She knows that. She needs to just accept, that she and I are never going to be, like this. I do a lot of nice things for her. Not like, Mom, I said, because earlier I'm trying to watch the news and it's something important. It's about all kinds of shit that I know about already, about how the government is spying on us and all this crap, okay, but it's in the news. I'm watching it. She can see I'm watching it. I can't rewind it. It's not a DVD, because most people will once in a while, if you're watching a movie that you can rewind, you chat. You might say, oh, and then I'll rewind it, It's the beauty of being able to rewind something. Can't rewind something on TV, okay? She sees me riveted, watching. All of a sudden she starts talking. And then I lost it. And then she went, and I yelled. I'm like, Mom, I'm watching. What are you doing? Don't talk to me while I'm watching the news. You see, I'm watching this. And she was being so arrogant that she wanted to state what, she's interrupting the news because she thinks what she has to say about because she watched the news earlier and I hadn't, she had to say it was more important than me hearing it from the horse's mouth actually watching the news. Don't do that shit, Mom. You wait till a commercial. I'm watching the news. I didn't see this. Just because you watch the 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock news or whatever, doesn't, you know, she knows I didn't. And she apologizes. But then she goes and sulks. I had to put her in her place. I'm like, Mom, you know, you and I are never going to be the best friends that you want us to be. And the bottom line is, and never ever, we're never going to be as close as you would like us to be. Because you will never choose me over your half-sister. You'll never choose me over Marion, okay? You have to just accept, you know, that I love you and I do kind things for you, whatever. But we're not going to be best buddies. And I'm on a different wavelength, a different intellectual wavelength or whatnot than you are. Don't interrupt me when I'm watching the news. Because you think what you have to say is more important. And I ask her, why do you do that? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, don't do it, Mom. Don't do it. I've told you before not to do it. This isn't the first time. Don't. And then she's like, well, I won't talk to you at all. I'm like, Mom, we talk all the time. You have to accept your limitations, okay? You can't even understand my hatred of Marion. You can't understand how horrible it is that the only reason you were able to send me, your flesh and blood daughter, who had called you up, because Omar and I were on the streets and we would have had to sleep on the streets because I didn't have any money. The only reason you were able to send me money, small amount, $100, was because you had been saving up a little bit of money each month because you didn't have a car anymore and you just had been saving up a small amount each month because Mary wouldn't let you get a crown you wanted and you were going to save up. You paid a little amount of money. I'm like, Mom, she can't even see it though. She can't see all this stuff that I see. Okay? But that's going to put a rift in our relationship. She can't see any of it. She has to just accept that I need my space. That, you know, I don't even think I'm going to fight any of this. I really am not. She wants her sister to have total control over health issues, over anything that happens to her. Then be my guest, Mom. But you and I are not going to be the, you know, it's not going to happen. Okay? She's going to continuously choose Marion over me, then fine. Fine. You know? She's worried about her stupid someone else. I don't want, you know, if we fight this, and instead of Marion controlling, it'll be someone else. Yeah, but there'll be checks and balances on that someone else, won't there? You know? So they can't fuck over your daughter. There are children, parents will die for their children. You're worried about your stupid money. You can't touch it until you're 70, which is 3 years from now. From what I'm seeing, I hate to say it, but what I've seen over these past 7 months, my mom's probably not going to be able to live alone. She'll be put into a home, and Marion will sell this house because Marion can, and, you know, whatever. I'm not even going to fight it. Why do I want to fight it when my mom's not on my side, okay? I'm just tired of it. You know, I don't even want to be alive. I stay alive, but it's not because you know, it's more always for so long, just out of fear. It's not because I actually really want to be alive, you know. So, am I gonna fight this when it's just gonna, like, my shelter fence, it's gonna get ugly, and you know, and with the man who has cancer dying, forget it. Just forget it. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'll get out of here, and I'll visit once in a while. And if my mom's health deteriorates, only Marion will have the power to decide what happens to my mom, of course, because I'm shit in the eyes of the law and whatever. I'll take, you know, my mom will wind up in a home, and I'll take the 2 dogs, and, you know, my mom doesn't want to, she's like, you treat me like I'm elderly. I'm not, I'm just mentally ill. I'm like, Mom, I've seen it. You've seen how you're deteriorating. It's only getting worse, you know? Whatever. This isn't about me being after my mother's estate or my mother's money. This is about me being the daughter and being shit in the eyes of law when it comes to my own mother. This is about respect, you know? Am I gonna fight it when my mom's not on my side? What's the point? All she cares about is what she doesn't want what happened to her other, husband. I don't want anyone else controlling my money. Whatever. Then let Marion fuck me over, Mom. It's inevitable, you know. Let her fuck me over. I don't even care anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Because you know what, baby? You know what? Yeah, sure. Marion's gonna ultimately fuck me over a long time from now, whatever. I'm tired of it. Marion's gonna be eaten alive by her greed and her wanting and money. She did all this by my mom's, whatever. Because without having a penny to my fucking name, I was able to fuck over Marion, my rest of my family, both sides, my Donald, his mom, all just by telling the truth. Okay? Without money. So take your money and shove it up your ass, you cunt. You know, Marion, whatever. You planned this all along. As far as I'm concerned, as far as people who know, even lawyers who were total strangers saw it instantly. It was done behind my mom's back. My mom wasn't even told that the power of attorney existed until 7, 8 years after its existence. Marion planned it all. She could take her money and choke on it. Because without having any money at all, I was able to fuck over everybody who hurt me, and I did it by telling the truth. And it's out here. Even if I lose this channel, you understand, I have all the videos. I have thousands upon thousands of dollars in the bank, which means I can put my videos in a place where nobody can touch them. Nobody can, you know. So whatever. Whatever. Don't interrupt the news when I'm watching it, Mom. Don't just start, you know, I'm on the computer. I'll be in the middle of typing an important thing, email, whatever. My mom will just chat with me, even though I've told her for the past 7 months repeatedly, do not bother me when I'm on the computer, because they one ear out the other, you know. Because she's here all the time, you know. Just understand, just because she's here all the time, I still need my space, you know. I have my $1,000 computer here, and it's better than going to the library as long as my mom pretends that I'm not here. If she has to say something important, but, you know, she has to understand I need my space, and we are not going to be like this. We are completely different people. Completely different. Do you know, she doesn't even know. She starts giving her 2 cents about, because she saw the news, whatever. I'm like, Mom, I know that and then some. Donald was a bastard, but he knew all about that, and so did my does my musician ex. I know all this shit. I'm way above you. Yeah, I found out she didn't even know about the TSA and how they put the ass through the X-ray machine. Why not? Because I said if I ever fly on principle alone, I'm not going to go through the X-ray machine. I'll have him pat me down. Let him get a thrill out of it, you know? Seriously. My mom didn't even know about that. And she's going to sit there and interrupt me when I'm trying to watch the news to put in her 2 cents or whatever. No. She needs to accept her limitations and accept the fact that, you know, we watch movies together and I make us delicious smoothies and I cook us, you know, nice healthy dinners, and she dropped 25 pounds and she doesn't want to go to the mall with me because she's lazy, so I picked out clothes for her because I have plenty of money where I can just put $100, $200 on my credit card and buy her a small, buy her a medium. Whenever she doesn't want, I'll just return it. You know, I have that power now. I do all of this for her and then some. But she can't expect to just be my best friend. It's not going to happen. You know? Not under the circumstances. If she hadn't had that little bit of money saved up, when I'm calling her in tears and I'm with Omar, who she loves as well, she would never have dared to say to Mary, you know, Laura's on the street. Donald strangled her, and she got into a fight with Donald and Hope watched while Donald strangled her, and she's on the streets and she has nowhere to go. I need money, Marion, to help my daughter. She won't do it. Omar and I would have been on the street. She will not say boo to Marion, and she thinks we're going to be like this. No. No. Never. Not even gonna fight it. If my mom's not on my side with me fighting it, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? she can't have her cake and eat it too. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave, and I'll visit once in a while. I'll leave her Omar. You know, the dogs are young. They're both 6 years old. My mother winds up in a home. You know, I'll take the dogs. At least, you know, I have the financial means to do so, and I'll at least take them, and, you know, they'll have each other for company. But I'm not gonna be sitting here all day. I mean, here, I mean, anywhere we are, an apartment, I'm not going to be, I'll be gone, but at least the dogs let themselves have company, each other. Oh. Nobody wants to face the facts of anything, but what I've been seeing, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. My mother's mental illness is compounded by her age. I mean, it's just gonna get worse. I don't even care anymore. I have no rights. No rights. I learned that in 2010 when Marion hid my mom's whereabouts from me. Only Marion was allowed to know where my mother was, because Marion has the healthcare proxy that my mother doesn't even know anything about. She doesn't know what's written in it. You know, Marion has the power. Should anything bad happen to my mom or whatever, Marion makes all the decisions. I'm shit. Marion's the half-sister. I'm shit. I'm the daughter. So be it. But my mom doesn't care about that, then she can, you know, she can't expect us to ever be, you know, it's not happening. So long as she does not, so long as she continues to choose my aunt over me, then, you know, she lied to the family about who paid for me to come here. Me and Omar, she paid. She lied to the family about that. If I had called her up and she didn't have a penny, telling her that Omar and I were on the streets and we didn't have a penny, Western needed me money, I can't ask Marion for money, Laura. She won't give it to me, you know. Fuck it. Marion's going to have that much power over her, and she's not going to fight it. It's perfectly fine with her. And she's putting, I told her, I said, you're putting a permanent rift between us, Mom. Permanent rift. And it's always going to be there until such a day comes. It's never going to come, of course, where she chooses me over her fucking cunt of a half-sister who has repeatedly done horrible things to both of us, except my mother's memory causes my mom to not remember any of the things.